let's make some walking tacos, but not with this. Step up our game a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. It's your boy Gabe. Today we're making walking tacos, but we're gonna do it with Doritos instead. So we got a lot going on, so let's not waste any more time. The first thing you want to do, or at least that I'm going to do, is I'm gonna make some guacamole to go with this. So I got my avocado. We're gonna add a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of red onion, some cilantro, a little bit of a jalapeno, and some salt and some pepper. So the first thing I want to do is add my avocado. So the best way to scoop out your avocado is just with a regular spoon. And I'm just making sure I got everything that I missed. And when you're picking avocados, never go by what color they are, because sometimes they're bright green, but they're soft. Now you prefer them to be completely black, which means that they're ripe, and then nice and squishy. So the tough part for me is whenever I make guacamole, I always do it to taste. I have a certain way I want it to taste. And so I don't really use exact measurements, so bear with me. I'm gonna do the best I can to try and give you guys some halfway close proximate measurements. Just start eyeballing stuff. Just start throwing things in there. It'll be fine. All right, so since I have one avocado, I'm probably gonna start with a half a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then if I want to, I can add a little bit more when I'm done with it. All right, so I went ahead and put a little bit of salt and pepper in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and de-seed our jalapeno. You don't want the seeds. Unless you're feeling adventurous, you go for it. So please try and wear gloves whenever you mess with jalapenos. I don't have any right now, so I'm just gonna use this napkin, or just remember to wash your hands. Otherwise you'll start touching stuff and all of a sudden you'll have a warm and interesting feeling, and it's not pleasant. Now I'm gonna start with about 1/4 of a jalapeno because I don't like a whole lot, especially with a small batch like this. And it's also important to mince it as much as possible. Like you almost want it to be a paste, because the last thing you want is to be eating your guacamole and going to town, eating a big hunk of jalapeno, and wondering why your mouth hurts for the rest of the evening. So I went ahead and chopped up some cilantro, also got my onion diced, and my jalapenos already in there. And I went ahead and chopped the rest of it in case I need it later, but probably about less than a 1/4 cup, probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons of cilantro, and about a 1/4 cup of diced red onion. And then the jalapeno roughly comes out to about a tablespoon of diced jalapeno. All right, so I got everything in my bowl, and I'm just gonna give it a nice mix with my fork. Then we're gonna put it in the fridge until we are ready to go. All right, so I added about another 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I like mine a little salty, but that's pretty good. So we're gonna set this off to the side, and we're gonna start making our taco beef. All right, so I got about 2 pounds of ground beef, and I got 80/20, and so we're gonna add our ground beef to our pot. All right, so we're gonna let this get brown, and then once it gets brown, we're gonna add our taco seasoning. All right, so our meat is cooked. We're gonna add our taco seasoning. Okay, and then for this taco seasoning, you need about 3/4 cups of water. All right, then we're gonna let this simmer for about 4 minutes, and then it looks like we'll be able to start assembling a walking taco. All right, so our ground beef is done. All right, so I got quite the assembly line going on here. Got some lettuce, got some shredded cheese, I got some chunky salsa, and to finish it off, because I'm stingy, I like a little bit of Taco Bell hot sauce. So when you make these, you want to crumble up the chips a little bit. And I kind of like to pop the bag open a little bit so that it doesn't spew everywhere. Just a little bit, just enough to let the air out. And then crush them up so that they don't take up half the bag. And then because these are the nice big bags, open them up. Give it a nice fold over. So that way you can fill it up. And then unfold it so that you have something to carry. Okay, first thing you want to add your ground beef. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my lettuce. Okay, then we're going to add our cheese. Okay, next I'm going to put some salsa, a little bit of my Taco Bell hot sauce, and then my guacamole. Okay, we got our 2 walking tacos. As you can see, walking tacos. Let's dig in. All right, so I got my walking tacos. Let's dig in. I'm gonna try the Doritos Cool Ranch one first. Cheers. I haven't had these in so long. These are actually really good. I like these with the Cool Ranch ones. I know what you're thinking, Gabe, where's the sour cream? I'm not a big fan, but yeah, this is really good. I could eat these things all day long. All right, let's set this guy off to the side and let's try the nacho cheese. Yeah, if you can find the big bags, these are so much easier to work with. Otherwise, you gotta pour them into a bowl and it's not the same effect as a walking taco. But let's go ahead, get some of that nacho cheese chip. Okay, cheers. Again, so good. And honestly, I like these ways better than the original, which is Fritos. Because otherwise you gotta let the Fritos sit for a minute because they're so thick. And otherwise it's a lot of chip. And also by the time you get to the bottom, half the chips didn't get soggy with the meat. And so it kind of sucks to eat. But I like the Doritos way better. Excellent. All right guys, there you have it, Doritos walking tacos. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you get notified of other videos that I post. Comment down below, tell me what I should do next, what you like about this. And on that note, guys, as always, peace out.